thank you so much. We were both dating for almost 2 years now, and we were planning to get married in March this year. Then, of course, the war happened, as everybody knows, in Ukraine, 24th of February. So she woke up to sounds of bombs. She woke up in the morning at 5 o'clock probably. She heard a lot of some bombardment around her house. From far away, she was not in danger at that point, but she heard bombs, and then she called me that, something's happening. I was already awake, so I had the news, so I told her that, the war has started. So after that, next few days, of course, was a big ordeal because she didn't know what to do. She was in and out of bunkers. There was a bunker near her house. She was with her mom and her dog there. So they were there in the bunkers. We were trying to understand what to do because war is not something that which we imagine in our lives. We've never seen a war in our life. We've seen wars in Kargil at the border, but not in the city. Not in the city. Nobody imagines that. After that, she decided to come to India. For that, the only way to come here was through Poland. So she took a train from Kiev on the third day. She was there for 3 days. First 3 days she was in the bunkers with her mom. Finally, she decided to take a train to Kiev, to Lviv, which is on the west of Ukraine, which was fairly safer than most of Ukraine. Polish border, it's near the Polish border. So of course there was no train tickets, there's no taxis, nothing. So she just managed to, on the app she put that I'm willing to pay extra. So some driver accepted her offer and he took her to the train station with the mom. Then both of them waited for a train. Her mom stays in Mexico, she's married in Mexico. So she didn't want to leave towards Poland yet. She wanted to come to Poland for India because she already had a plan. So her mom went to a village where her grandmother stays with the dog, and she left for Poland. In Lviv, basically, they were there for one. I think she'll be able to tell you better.
I will come to her.
Yeah. In Lviv, basically, she was there for one more night in a shelter provided by her office. The people she works with, they have had an office there. They converted it into a shelter, and from there, then she. आपको उस टाइम पे याद होगा पोलैंड बॉर्डर पे देयर वाज a big waiting line. A lot of Indians were also there. It was widely reported. So we read that it's taking up to 48 hours to cross the border. People are standing in -3, -4 degrees. They were getting fever. They were getting sick. So she didn't want to, of course, be another one in that line. So then finally she and a couple of her colleagues, they read some news that probably Slovakia is a better way to go. So then they managed to find a bus to Slovakia, which was a longer route. It was about 6-7 hours away from where she was. So they went there. From there they crossed the border on foot. फिर वहाँ से then they took a mini bus to Poland. Then she was in Poland for 2 weeks, where she got her visa to India, and then she came to India.
Okay. Hi Anna, how difficult it was to reach India from Ukraine, and how did you manage?
It was a long trip. It was pretty difficult. Like from Kiev to Lviv, it took me like 12 hours on a train. Also, I stayed there. From Lviv, it took us 5 hours to reach the border. So we reached there. We stayed there for 4 hours. We've been waiting on the Slovakian border. There was a lot of volunteers helping out people. So like the help that's people provided was immense. Then I reached Poland, and then I had to stay there for 2 weeks. So basically, like my whole trip took me like more than a half a month.
Okay, more than a half a month.
Yeah.
Okay. Where from did you get the courage to come in like this situation to India?
It's not that you have a courage. It's you get totally exhausted from whatever is going on. You had like you're scared, and then you decide like whatever it is, I'm just going for it.
Okay, it was a question of life and death for you.
Yeah, and also people haven't been sleeping for days, so like everybody were tired and just emotionally exhausted.
So. Who was the first one who make a call or try to contact to you or you? Who was the first one?
During the war?
Yeah, when you heard about the invasion.
I was awake, so I sent her. I didn't call her. I didn't want to startle her in the morning. So I sent her a message. So when she woke up, she already heard the bomb. So then she read my message. Then she probably got some calls from her friends as well. So because I was awake that day. I was traveling that day, so I was awake early in the morning. So I got the news first.
Okay,
And
and you inform her.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us something about your job or your family background, if you don't mind. You have grandmother and mother and a dog.
Yeah, my grandmother, she's living in central Ukraine.
Okay.
With other relatives. My mom, she's married to a Mexican guy, so she's resident in Mexico. And me and my mom, we both got stuck in Kiev. So obviously she also has to come back at some point. I left to India. My mom also, she went to my grandma, and from there she also, through Polish border, left. She's been staying in EU with her friends and waiting for her flight to go back.
During these days, how the authorities were helpful to you get your visa to India?
Yeah, they were super helpful. I mean, maybe you better tell the whole story.
Basically, of course, I didn't know what to do because of COVID anyway. It's a big trouble to get a visa right now because India is only providing 1 month tourist visas right now. So, of course, I was calling everybody. I'm a lawyer myself, so I was calling all the lawyers. I was reading the law. It was a little complicated because there's no particular visa for this purpose. So, there's one visa called ex-miscellaneous visa, which is when you don't have any purpose, you state your purpose and the government of India has a discretion to give you a certain length of visa, whatever they want. So, there's Mr. Vikas Singh, who's President of Supreme Court Bar. I know him personally, professionally also. So, he helped me a lot. He helped me get to the right people, at least talk to somebody who can explain what to do. And eventually then I sent her an invite. I wrote to the Indian embassy. They were very helpful. In Poland as well as Kyiv, they were replying, short replies, difficult replies because they are also in a difficult position. But I was getting replies. They were very helpful to us. And she got a visa within 2 days when we applied. So hats off to our embassies, our ambassadors, everybody who's working there. Because even in so much, I was scared that because she's not Indian, because at that point there were so many Indians stuck there. So of course their focus was getting back the stranded Indians. So I was a little worried that maybe they won't, not allow, but they won't take this seriously right now because she's not the priority. Indian people are. But hats off to them. They were very helpful. Everybody. In fact, in those days, everybody I spoke to was very helpful. Like it was overwhelming for me to get so much help and so much love from people.
Okay, so we can say that the dark period has been over right now. So, what are you planning next?
As of now, the dark period is not over yet because her house, her dog, her family, her friends, they are all still in war. So, we really didn't want to make a big celebration also right now. But now that we're getting married in court also, so my mother said, why not just have a small thing with families? So that's why we're keeping it small. We'll be able to celebrate and the dark time will be over when Mr. Putin goes back.
Okay. What will be the form of marriage? It will be a Hindu marriage act or a special marriage?
Special marriage act. Okay. She's a Christian, I'm a Hindu.
Okay.
So we didn't want to do any conversion, anything. So we are getting married under the special marriage act.
Okay. So have you prepared all the documents and what is required for that?
We filed our papers yesterday.
And what is requirements?
So basically in special marriage act, there's a 1 month notice period in India. Okay. So after you file your papers for solemnization of marriage, then there's a notice put out in the registrar's office for 1 month, and once that period is over, then you can get married. So we've done that. The notice is out, so we will get married next month.
Okay. I want to ask some question to you. And what is your planning after the marriage? Will you go back or will you stay here?
As for now, I can consider myself that I moved to India like forever. I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah,
forever,
but as long as the war ends, I'm going back.
Okay.
Finishing my stuff and just going back here again.
So, will you keep working after marriage?
No, I'm not allowed to work.
Basically, it's a little complicated.
Okay.
When you marry a foreign national, in India, when a foreign national marries an Indian, she can't work till she gets an OCI. So she has to wait for 2 years till she can get an OCI after the wedding, and then she can officially work. She's a makeup artist otherwise, so she plans to pursue that whenever she can. But for now, I don't think, unless she gets a business visa, we'll have to see what are our options. We honestly didn't get the time to get deep into that. But as of now, from what I know, our visa doesn't allow her to work yet. So we'll see when she can work. She'll pursue a makeup.
Okay. So when you reach India, we read in the newspaper you got a very big, you can say, welcome at the airport.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
I mean, I was shocked because this is something that he wouldn't do. Like, I wouldn't expect him to do something like that. He's a lawyer. He's like super practical about stuff. Yeah.
But he was quite romantic.
Yeah.
And did he propose you on his knee?
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. And he showed the engagement ring to you.
Yeah. There is some videos going on out there. Yeah.
Okay. How difficult is life in Ukraine these days for other people? You are fortunate anyhow to manage to come India, but there are several people who are stuck, many Indians and many other people are stuck in Ukraine. And how is life for them?
Pretty difficult. Some cities already has like humanitarian catastrophe, so they don't get any supplies, no food, nothing. Some cities are completely destroyed, probably to the point that they won't reconstruct that. Other people, they're just emotionally exhausted, tired, angry, all kinds of emotions they have. So everybody's tired. But the only good thing about it that since the war happened, people united together so much. Like they are helping each other. Like it's unbelievable.
Okay. And what about you think? What about you think about India and Indians and the situation over here?
I think Indians are like sweet, helpful people. I'm enjoying my stay here. Like we've met so far a lot of friends. They were super nice, helpful with anything.
Okay. What is your experience about your previous visits to India? I met his family, his mother. Tell us something about that.
At first it was a little overwhelming because the family is like loud, and like in my part of the world, like we have like very small families and like 1 or 2 kids at most. But then he has a big family. They were super nice, sweet, and like super sweet.
Okay. We read in newspaper you have brought something special for him that is given by your grandmother. What is that?
Like coffee machine.
Okay, coffee machine. And you have some argument about that also.
Yeah, he's like, no, saved your life. I'm like, if I'm taking like a bag, I might just put something in it. Like I'll try, please.
Tell us something about your dog because it is written that you are planning to go back to take her. Yeah. So what is your planning?
Before the war, I was also preparing like documents for the wedding, and also preparing my dog's documents in terms of making him a passport, vaccines, and everything. So as for the documents, he's all settled. The only issue is like a long-term visa, like that we will get after a marriage. So that's the only thing.
He's like a family member.
Yeah, he's a little baby.
Okay,
he's a son.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's a quarantine baby. I got him like on a lockdown when the COVID happened. So we spent like these 2 years together, like every single day.
Okay.
So he's a special.
Tell us something about your journey from Kyiv to Lviv and then to Polish border. Have you faced any difficulty from the side of authorities?
No, actually, like our government, they provided evacuation trains.
Okay.
So almost every other hour or every 2 hours, there was some train from Kyiv to Lviv or any other Western Ukrainian city, and all trains were free.
Okay.
Yeah, so people could take their dogs, anything. Nobody checked anything. They just let them go.
Okay. Did you take a flight from Poland?
No. I mean, I took a flight from Poland to Helsinki, and from Helsinki.
Finland.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because of like a air bubble agreement, I couldn't fly from Poland directly.
Okay. As you both are from different background, as he told us that you are a makeup artist and he is a lawyer, how do you see your future life?
Happy.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, that would be
We
happy.
should never be in the same profession, I believe.
Okay.
Different professions bring different facets of in our life.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect that she's a makeup artist, I'm a lawyer. I get the seriousness, she gets the light-heartedness in the house.
Okay. That would be a wonderful couple.
Yes.
And anything special you want to share with us about your journey, about your would-be husband?
I don't know.
Okay. You want to say something about her? How courageous she is, how passionate she is.
She is full of courage. I was really scared throughout when she was. She started a journey from Kiev to Lviv because, of course, there was bombing happening within Kiev that time. We were reading news about buildings being bombed, and I was really scared. I told her, "Don't leave right now." That was my first reaction. That maybe you should wait for 2-3 days till they stop bombing the city. But she said, "I'm coming to you." That's all she said. "I'm coming to you. Don't call me now. I'll message you because I have to save my battery." And she just went to a train station. So I don't think I would have. I don't know in that situation, but I think that's very courageous of her.
Okay. And she anyhow you managed to come to India from there.
Yes.
Okay. Kindly show us your ring you offered her.
This one.
And your own?
This is mine.
Okay. So when are you planning to get married officially?
Officially, we're getting married on 10th of April.
Okay.
Officially, 27th April before the registrar. 10th of April, we are having a small celebration with my family and friends.
Okay. Is there any big hurdle in your marriage because you are going to marry a foreign national?
No, I mean, yesterday we put in our papers with the registrar. He asked us a few questions, obviously, but they were all very helpful. Everything went smoothly, and I don't think there will be any hurdles with us.
Okay. Again, congratulations to both of you for
Thank
your
you so much.
future life and married life. So as you are a lawyer and you have very little time for recreation, so tell us about something about your hobbies. What do you like to do in your free time?
Well, I love cooking, and I'm very curious about trying different things at home. So I cook. I have a small pizza oven at home, so I make pizza. Wood-fired oven at home. I make pizzas. I even learned how to make beer at home. So this is how I pass my happy time.
Okay.
My Sundays usually go
like that.
Like that, yeah.
Okay. I think he told us that he love to make pizzas. I think it would be much helpful for you.
Yeah, he loves to make pizza. I like to eat them.
Okay. And
Well.
what is your hobbies? What do you do?
My hobby is basically makeup. Back in Ukraine,
Makeup.
back in Ukraine, I was working also in IT company that helped us with transfer and like during these times, of course. But I always kept makeup as a side job. It was my hobby, my passion. So right now, I have all the chance just to pursue whatever I want. So that's be makeup.
Okay. You are you can say you are a professional working woman right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.